It starts with a young tour guide, Simon U. Ford, leading groups of tourists from diverse backgrounds in Africa for several weeks at a time. They would trek deep into the jungles of Uganda to sit amongst wild mountain gorillas. Self-mindedness or disruption meant imminent danger, injury, or even death to any member of the tour groups. What's fascinating about this story is how a unique understanding of human dynamics used to lead groups of tourists through the African jungle grew into a code of ethics and survival protocol that is leading the way for today's social media phenomenon. Simon observed that Type A personalities within the groups would act out of a tendency to influence others. Some people just need to lead in some capacity. Some do it instinctively without an understanding of what leading others meant, especially in such a hazardous environment. His role as tour leader was to influence the Type A personalities to lead the rest of the group into following them. Then, if he led with conviction, they would find their own way by following. Our population is made up of a few goats and a lot of sheep. Goats are animals that like to find their own way, while sheep like to follow the crowd. A shepherd is someone capable of influencing a few goats who can lead the sheep into following them.
Simon's strategy for holding everybody accountable through transparency is genius, to say the least, and it works very well. It's brought out the best in me, and it brings out the best in the people who are natural leaders to begin with.
You know, going to a foreign country, not knowing the language, not knowing anything about a country, but having somebody there who had already made all the mistakes, who'd already, had already done all the learning, somebody who could say to you, this is a really good place to go, don't go up that alley, don't go here, this is a great place to look at, this is what you need to focus on. And he also spoke the language of building quality relationships with people.
Yeah, he had incentives. Sure, he had tricks. He knew how to motivate these people. He had strategies. But the bottom line is this guy knows human psychology and triggers and group dynamics to be able to do that. So that was the recipe I wanted from him. And I bet you do too. Isn't that what every parent and every manager and every politician wants to be able to do? That was Simon's old business. Since then, he's sold it and written a book called Social Traffic.
See myself being able to help others by taking what Simon has taught us in these 10 modules. And actually, I've got 3 more to go. They're supposed to be the best, and yet what I've learned in the last 7 has been phenomenal. So I encourage you to check out Social Traffic's 10-week course. You've got a great leader in Simon Ford, and he holds me accountable each week so that I have actually learned and put this stuff into action.
Simon has an understanding of human dynamics that's a rare thing. Not only does he understand human dynamics, but he understands how to apply human dynamics to realistic, practical goals, and how to convey that symphony of realistic, practical goals, how to transfer that information, that how-to information, to the listener, to the mentee, to the student, to me, to you.